Greetings, everybody. Yeah, fine. How do you do? Oh man. Oh. Let me start out with my coffee. Oh, the coffee for this month. I'm gonna do a coffee of the month. Right now, it's this. Look at that, bourbon flavored coffee at Aldi's. It's what is it? 12 ounces or no? 12 ounces. I think I paid $3.79 for 12 ounces. A nice bag of coffee. That's inexpensive. And you might think because it comes from Aldi, it's not going to be that good, but it is. I tried it and it's good. And I got it right here. And I don't cheat. I put some real bourbon in there. Oh. Oh, I almost spilled some alcohol. Oh, that wouldn't be right. Then we put a little bit of whipping cream. Get this at Aldi's too. Make a Vienna coffee. Oh, this is going to be lovely. This is an antique milk bottle filled with half and half from Crestwood Farms. Clean that off. I put the cap back on. This is an original the original seal. It's not the original one for this bottle, but it's an original milk cap from the 1950s. Look at that. Whitensville, Massachusetts. Anyway, alright, so I got this big haul of comics. Oh man, I got so many hauls, it's unbelievable. I'm kind of mixing it up like this. By the way, it's my ma's silver spoon, not silver plated, it's a mix of metals. Silver is mixed into this. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't really have any bourbon in there. I have bourbon right up there, and I thought about putting bourbon in there, but then I thought, no, then I'd have to drink the coffee straight. You can't, you know. Hold on, let me get the focus back. Sorry about that. You can't mix bourbon with milk and cream. That wouldn't be a manly thing to do. Oh, make cupcakes again. I get the mix and I'm starting. This is the easiest thing for me, you know, because I don't leave the house much, so I do a lot of baking, you know, and eat these as snacks when I'm watching TV or whatever. So I got something in the house, you know. I bought like 20 boxes of Pillsbury cupcake mix, and so they're good. Got me little egg here for the morning, eh? A little ambiance. I bought some flowers over at the Aldi's. I didn't notice that a lot of them, these mums, were coming off the stem. They were broken halfway off, so I floated them in the water. Hold on a minute. Got some crate labels to show you. I don't think I showed these, but I might have. I showed so much stuff. These are neat little coloring books. Big little coloring books. Mother Hubbard and her dog. Billy's band color. Lovely. And then I got these. My. These are original vegetable and fruit crate labels, wooden crate labels that are unused from, let me see these, if it has an approximate date, no, I think, no they don't, but they're from the 40s. Gay Little Johnny, Texas Vegetables, Gay Little Johnny. These are unused, the original unused vegetable crate labels. And Gay Little Johnny, we know what he wants, don't we? I kid you not. This is an original fruit and vegetable crate label. This is not a reproduction or made up. This is an original. Oh, what a country. And now we got this coronavirus. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's get to the comic books here. I already showed that. This is a... Alright, I got these in like 4 bundles. This is the first bundle I'm going to pull out. And there's another bundle. I don't know if I'll get to this, but they're all part of the same seller. Oh man, this is a hard one. This is heavy. Okay, so I got this too. These are original penny pulps and comics. And ooh, that is Jane Russell. What else is there? Oh, and then the fourth one. Oh man, I don't know. These are some magazines in here. I'll show you these later on. But it's all part of the same, from the same seller. So, first thing, I'll pull these out. This is good coffee. Very good. Got my little doily on there. I'm nice and comfy and cozy. And you know what? In case I get hungry, I've got armor and a sausage. Cute little tiny sausages. I love my little tiny cocktail sausage. That's what she said. Okay. I don't know what year this is from. God, I wish I knew the model on here. But look at that. This is a Pulp. Complete Love. Oh, wait a minute. Is there a date stamp on there? No. June. It's probably, I think it's around 1950 or... Oh, I hate pulling it out of there because it's, you know, they get brittle, these pulps. See? Ah, shit. They're very brittle because this was pulp paper and it was untrimmed. What they did to make these really cheap, they didn't trim them. So that's what they look like at the end in this cheap pulp paper. So it gets brittle. It's hard to find these in really nice shape. It's just very, very difficult. And when you do, they go for a much higher price. And this is by Ace Publishers, and there's ads in here for Ace comic books because, you know, the comic books have their origin in the pulps, as you all know. I don't know where that ad is because I saw this on the site, and he had it open to a page where it was advertisement for some of the Ace magazines. Oh, it's got to be from, oh, what the hell, man? Am I off? Invest in Victory. So this has to be probably, I'll bet this is 1945. Well, you can't tempt me. I love this cover, though. I really love this cover. And maybe at another time, off camera, I'll go through that and see if I can't find that in-house ad for some of their comics. And I'll show you that in another video. But look how brittle that is. The top edge there is already coming off right there. Might have to use some mending tissue. Archival mending tissue. That's what I recommend. It's not tape. And it doesn't count as restoration. Does not count as restoration, as well it shouldn't. Okay, now I got these bundles here. I probably got so many copies of this thing right here. I don't know. Couldn't even tell you how many I got. Tales to Astonish number 96. Oh, there's a type being used here. I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this open. Clean it up later. Tales to Astonish 96. I don't think there's anything particularly significant about this issue. Not that I recall anyway. But it is a nice cover. It's the Plunderer, I think, isn't it? Is that the Plunderer? The Pounding Power of Prince Nehmer? Doesn't say, but I think it might be the Plunderer. Yeah, it's probably late 60s, I don't know, 68 maybe. Nice to have that, even though I already got it. Oh, you know what? There's like, I counted 41 items divided by what I actually paid for it. Now I can't recall the price, but the individual price for each item, including the pulps, the comics, and there's some vintage holiday cards in there. Only a couple of them. It came to $3.16 for each item. That's what it cost me. I thought it was more like $5 or $6. It came with the shipping. It came to $3.16. That is amazing. Here's Barnyard Comics. Number 21 from 1948. You know, this looks like Al Fago. Fago. Or maybe it's look at the back of this ad here for Lionel Trains. Oh, this is beautiful. I had a Lionel Train set a few years ago. I sold it. I probably showed it in one of my videos too. But no, you know what? This could be no, I think this is Vince Fago. Vince Fago. F-A-G-O. Because I recognize that style of artwork, that animation artwork that he does, because I have some books from EC, Fables, with Freddy Firefly, and that is the same art, very typical of Vince Fago. And I think this is by Pines or Standard. Barnyard Comics, Animated Cartoons. Animated Cartoons Inc. I think that was an imprint for for Standard Comics. And then Ned Pines is the guy's name. Ned Pines. He Pines was actually an imprint of Standard. So this is probably a Pines publication. It's from 1948. It's going under Animated Cartoons Inc. Oh man, some of the stuff gets so convoluted it's hard to keep track of it. But I love this cover. 1948. $3.16. It's just beautiful. You know what? I'm not going to try to rebag and board. I'm just wasting time because I want to, bag it again in the same old bag because I'm going to rebag and board it later. Let's see here. I don't want to mess it up. Sorry, folks. I'm getting kind of messy here. Next up is Zane Grey's King of the Royal Mounted, 52-page, all comics. A King feature. This is Dell Comics. I think this number 265. So number 265. I gotta answer this quick call. Excuse me for a minute. Okie dokie. Good call. Zane Grey's King of the Royal Mounted. This is I wonder what. Okay, this is This is 1945, and it's number 265 of, I would have to say Dell 4-color. Okay, Dell 4-color from this is 1945. This is a nice golden age comic here, and because this title couldn't beat number 265 because I think there were only like maybe a dozen of these. So this could be anywhere between the first one and the 10th or the 12th issue. I don't know. But it didn't run 265 issues, so this has to be Dell 4 color. That's pretty nice. The pages in there are off white to white. Wow, that is nice. The Lone Ranger. Let's take this one out and see what we got here. This would be another Dell, probably another Dell 4 color. Wow, this is nice too, off-white pages. This is 1948. No, it's the Lone Ranger regular series, volume 1, number 29. 1950. Oh, entered as second class male, 1948. They always have that on there, but it gets confusing. This is 1950. 1950. Volume 1, number 29. Look at the back. It's a nice painted cover. It's a beautiful painted cover. Not sure who does it. Not sure who does that, but oh, this is a, here we go, ACG, number 15, Blazing West. Let's see if I can figure out what anything move my, I got sugar over here, I don't want to get this stuff in the way there. This is probably from the, it's all one seller, so I think it's from the same time period, 1950, late 40s, 1950. 1950. And ACG, DC Comics, other sister company. Back. Oh, this is, look at the off-white, the cream. Probably more off-white, I think, than cream. Oh, look at this great ad here. Beautiful. Blazing West. This is a title I never heard of before. The Hooded Horseman. That's who that character is, the Hooded Horseman. There were a slew of these kind of characters. White Rider, Black Rider, the Hooded whatever the hell I just said. The Hooded Horseman. Oh, on the heels of the Lone Ranger, you know. That is nice. I wonder who did the artwork on that. The West. Look at this. Walter Lanz as Woody the Woodpecker. I just love this cover because it's such a happy cover with all these colors. It's a silly, goofy cover. But lots of happy covers. I mean, happy colors. I think this is Dell. I think pretty sure this is Dell 4 color. 52 pages, all in color for a dime. Let's see here. Off-white pages. Oh, it says Woody Woodpecker, and this is nice. It's probably a Dell 4 color 288. The back. Let's see if I can't get you the where's the center of this? It's got a little rust migration on the staple, upper staple. Nice off-white pages. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of rust migration up there, but I don't care. I mean, I think these are just beautiful, beautiful books, man. $3.16 a piece. Oh, did I luck out? Did I luck out? The guy was taking best of. He sells mainly pulps and other vintage paper items, postcards, and magazines like women's magazines, teen magazines, like the one I showed you in another video, the True Experience one. This is a nice one too, $3.16. It's a little rough, but you know, Mighty Mouse. This is the classic tortoise and the hare. I mean, look at that. Classic tortoise and the hare, and you got Mighty Mouse giving the tortoise a little lift down there. This is, I think, from St. John. They had a lot of these. This is volume 1, number 28 from 1951. Let me focus that, from 1951. And you know, it doesn't really say. I can't. It just says Mighty Mouse Comics. No, it is St. John Publishing. Okay, I was right. There's the back. 3 pens for $1. Your name printed on the pen. This is number 28. Wow, it's really nice. I mean, for the price. St. John's is one of those. Oh, I didn't see that. It's got a rip there. Not bad. I'll use some mending tissue on it. The inside back cover is kind of bad. See that rip up there, and then it's got a little piece missing down there, and that's a little rough, but I mean, nice, very nice for the price. St. John Publishing. They're another company that went out after the crash in 1957 with the, see that? Look at that. Right up there. Let me focus this. ANC, American News Company. That was the culprit that they had an antitrust lawsuit against them by the government, and they were found in violation, and they had a monopoly, a literal monopoly. They owned the newsstands, everything. They owned them, and they distributed their own stuff there, and it was just ridiculous. And then in '57, it was all over, and some of the comic book companies like St. John's, they scrambled to find a way to distribute their comics for a while anyway, and then between '57 and '58, they went down from that crash. I think this was St. John's last publications were in '58, and then they went under. So anyway, I guess that's it from that little batch. I don't want to make them too long, and then later on I'm going to rebag and board all this stuff. And then the next batch I'm going to do this one. Tonto, that's a nice painted cover. I'd like to see if I can find out who did this cover. Tonto's given a peace sign. Actually, I think no, it's sign language. It's sign language because he's using both hands and his fingers in a certain way. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching, and hope that everybody stays safe. Practice caution when going out. And oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to say that Sunday the 12th, by the time you see this, it probably will be Sunday, 6 o'clock Central Time. This time I think it's happening for sure. Night Tiger Comics, we're doing a live show on Night Tiger Comics. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description box, and that'll be on Sunday the 12th at 6 o'clock Central Time, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to do a live show, so anybody, and we're going to do a live chat thing, so if you can, try to tune into that. It'd be nice. You can ask me some questions and I might not answer them anyway. No, just kidding, I will. So hope to see you then. Live long, be well, and be safe.